call. Yes. I made some changes to the email that I sent this afternoon after I had lunch. And, this concept of the cult, yes, 426 is a recognition, was superiority, yeah, manifestation of revere and esteem in which the recognition is expressed. Cult, understood in this broad sense, is exercised by the practice of virtues of religion, piety, and observance, yes. Now, there's a code of canon law, yeah, that Blessed Virgin and the saints, or the veneration of sacred images, relics. Now, the cult, 1970, it is public if it is carried on in the name of the church by persons legitimately designated to do so and by the performance of acts that, according to the institution of the church, are referable only to God, the saints, and the beatified. Looks like you'd almost have to be dead to be a part of one of these. Yeah. Since the time of Urban the VIII, the Church has insisted that no public cult be given to anyone except those who have a rightful place on the list of the saints or the beatified. I thought they're the same individuals, but I was wrong. Yeah. Indeed, one of the steps in the existing procedure in causes of beatification and canonization consists of process de non cultu, or investigations aimed at proving that the prohibition of Urban the Eighth of the public cult beatification. Oh, we got a little church and state cult going on in Washington State. Ooh, come to find out. I made mention. Do you have to have an STD to find out? Now I know it's serious, okay, because I haven't been able to get the actual laws enforced. Yes, and as the Catholics would say, you'd have to be sainted. Yes, venerated. Pooch. Now, is there somebody in the police department or sheriff's department that's being worshipped? Local pastor that's being worshipped, Mike? Does your congregation worship you? You got the way going on where you clone those that are in the congregation. Yes, you have sex with their clones so you can control what they do and what they say. Pooch. It's there's probably something about cults in here. Yes. Communism. Oops. The Conference of the Catholic Bishops. Ooh. You know how I feel about the Catholics. How are the Catholics? Look at they have a constitution in here. Uh-huh. Powers granted to the Congress. Yes, yes, yes. Established post offices and post roads. The Congress established the post offices. Which Congress is that? Is it the Congress that happens to be sitting right now, or is it a previous Congress that established those? These post offices and post roads where the Congress doesn't enforce the actual Bill of Rights found as adopted? Yes. Now, define and punish piracies, felonies committed on the high seas, declare war. Letters and marquees. Does it say anything about it being against the law to have a cult where there is no separation between church and state because you had to have an STD to be in the family, and some of you were pastors and some of you were law enforcement? Under the penalty of perjury, who was it that filled out the information of my address? Powers forbidden to Congress. Oh. The writ of habeas corpus is a legal order that commands people have a person in custody to bring the person into court. Yes. Am I still in custody considering personal recognizance, and have you suspended the writ of habeas corpus? When I look online or see if I'm on the docket, yes. Personal recognizance means that I am in custody. Yes. Now, there could be a lawsuit in this. Now, there's certain forbidden powers of Congress. How are those senators of the United States of America? Yes. Those federal employees in the House of Representatives and the last 60 years of them, as well as their staffs. Now, necessary and proper elastic clause. Yeah. The privilege of writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended. Unless when in cases of rebellion, is it a cult rebellion or invasion, or public safety may require it? Yes. Do we have a cult where the separation of church and state does not exist, and the local religious community decided to fuck the local government and fucking through each other? That's a big right tell right there. Yeah. Powers forbidden to the states. Yes. Executive branch. Oh, well, Congress shall make no law respecting established religion, prohibiting the free exercise of the right of the people peaceably petition the government for redress. Yes. The Bill of Rights that were proposed in 1789. Yeah. Ratified in 1791. I thought it was 1781, but I was wrong. Housing search, right in criminal cases, right to fair trial, rights in civil cases. Yes. Um, Bails and fines. Retained by the people. Amendment number 9. Amendment number 10. Yes. Amendment number 13 and 14. Ooch. Secure my person, house, and papers. Amendment number 4. Yes. Where would you issue a warrant? Oh, 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. What individual put that down as the address that I was at when you issued the protection order that the petitioner didn't petition the court to have issued? Oh, the sheriff's department. That would mean that you violated the warrant to be issued. That's a Fourth Amendment violation. Now, it's really starting to add up, isn't it? You did know that I didn't live at 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. I told you the petitioner didn't sign it, Judge Landis. Yes. The prosecuting attorney said that, well, he did know about it. He was sending us screen prints of the actual day of the hearing on August 21st. I kept emailing the sheriff's and police departments wanting notice of the court hearing. Yes. You kept sending it to an address where the sheriff's fraudulently put that address so that I would not be secure in my paper's effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. That should not be violated, and no warrant should issue but upon probable cause. Yes. Now these probable cause arrests. Yes. Or I wasn't in Squim, Washington. And then you issued a warrant for my arrest 2 different times for failure to appear. Yes. For an address where the sheriff's fraudulently put it on the protection order. You're getting sued for both the failures to appear. Sheriff's Department's getting sued. Each and every Sheriff's Department. You're the ones that put the fraudulent address, not the petitioner. Am I wrong, Sheriff? Under Sheriff Ron Cameron? Is there any investigative sheriffs in the Sheriff's Department? Says here, no warrant shall issue. Unless the Sheriff's Department intentionally did know I wasn't there, because they're the. It's going to be very expensive today. Could somebody call the United States Postal Service? Using a fraudulent address where you've used warrants for my arrest when the sheriff's and police departments did know that wasn't my residence? Yes. And then you waited for me to be in Squim, Washington? Right. You had me arrested, for failure to appear, for a request of Judge for wanting to reschedule a mental health evaluation, for the allegation of violating a protection order. Yes. Where there's forgery, and there's the fraudulent use of an address. Yes. where you did know I was not living there. It just got exponentially more expensive.